the barbells are out as we are halfway through event 5 for the individuals, the second to last event that they will face here at the Syndicate Crown. Glad you're with us, everybody, here on this Sunday in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm Sean Woodland alongside former Affiliate Cup champion Adrian Conway, and Bella Martin is down on the competition floor. The women in this third of 4 heats all trying to get into a qualifying spot. Erica Folo currently occupies that 11th position in the overall standings, but it is tight behind her. 23 points separating 17th from 11th coming into this event. Just one movement here and a whole lot of weight on the floor, Adrian.
A whole lot of weight and a whole lot of reps. They're going to start at 10, descend 8, 6, 4, and 2, climbing in load as they go with a 2-minute cap at each barbell. Until the last one, they get 3 minutes. 11-minute cap will finish with 175.
Take us through the Go Ruck steps to success.
Now, smooth as fast is a really key component here because they start with 10 reps out of the gate. They can't rush those. They've got to create good momentum. And then fast out, fast through. That's in terms of the squat snatch. Sean, this is ground overhead, but they have to pass through a full squat every rep.
10 women on the competition floor here for this third of 4 heats. Ashley Wozni has been making a charge up the overall standings. For more on her, here's Bella Martin.
Ashley is no stranger to those CrossFit Games. She's gone 3 times already as a teen. She's gone on a team twice. She's got one of the biggest personalities in the field as well. I think the theme of the weekend here is having fun, and that's what she's doing. She's having fun, posting memes on the internet, and I think that's what all of these athletes that are trying to make the best out of the weekend, that's the mindset that they gotta have.
Coming off a 5th place finish in event 4, by far her best finish of the competition. Amanda Barnhart, meanwhile, 2 nights and 2:22. She's currently 20 points out of a qualifying spot.
Yeah, Sean, I'll tell you what, 6-time CrossFit Games athlete. This is someone who it's easy to cheer for. She's got a listed snatch at 200 pounds. So this 175 is something that is very approachable for her for multiple reps.
And we are underway. Dana Perrin, still has the top time from heat number 1 at 6 minutes 24.79 seconds. We start with those 10 reps at 135 pounds.
We've mentioned this a few times, Sean, virtuosity being a key focus, doing the common uncommonly well. These women are going to make this very complex movement look way too easy. It takes so much skill and so much fitness to do exactly what they're doing right now, even to start the event.
Tupood makes elite belts for everyday athletes that will help you crush your PRs, avoid injuries, and look your best while you lift. If you're regularly deadlifting, squatting, or lifting 80% or more of your max, you need a Tupood belt. Get the official belt of the 2024 CrossFit Games season today at tupood.com/CFG24. In lane 5, that's Erica Folo, middle of your screen in the pink top, black pants, advancing her barbell to load it to now 145 pounds, complete 8 reps down in lane 10. Ashley Wozni.
And this aspect of the event is really important, Sean. Like a NASCAR pit crew, we talked about it yesterday with the teams, but they've got to be quick loading the barbells because they've got to navigate that for 3 consecutive sessions. 1 barbell, load the weight on and off, and then they get a fresh barbell into that 4th round.
Erica Folo currently in 11th place overall. Yesterday she sat in 2nd after that solid start, a 7th and then a 3rd. But since then, 2 straight finishes of 19th and then 28th. So outside of the top 10 the last 2 events.
Great job of saving that last rep there. Notice she wanted to step forward. Had she stepped on that line, that will result in no rep for these athletes.
The top 3 on the screen. In the pink top is Erica Folo. On the right, Ashley Wozni in the orange. And then in lane 4, Lexi Neely. As they are all closing out their set of 8 at 145 pounds.
Watch Wozni on the right. Watch her put both hands on the barbell at the exact same time for each rep. That set her apart there in the last 2 reps versus her competitors that might go one hand, then the other, then set up. These small nuances, these choices these athletes make really add up in an event like this where we're doing so many repetitions.
Ashley Wozni, who's your leader at the top of your screen, comes in 20th place overall, courtesy of that 5th place finish in the prior event. She moved up 9 spots in the overall standings, so she has been making some jumps here on day number 3.
Sean, we know this, that in our sport, the athlete who performs statistically best across all the tests is the one that ends up on top. And Ashley Wozni showed how valuable it is, though, to get a top finish toward that top of the leaderboard to accumulate points and how it can catapult you forward.
As the official footwear and apparel partner of CrossFit and the CrossFit Games, GoRuck wants to give your gym the chance to win the official shoe of CrossFit. Head over to GoRuck.com/CrossFit and enter for the chance to win 50 free pairs of Rough Runners for you and your affiliate. We are on the round of 6 reps at 155 pounds. Leaders on the screen, Ashley Wozni on the right, and on the left, Erica Folo in the pink, and Lexi Neely next to her in lane 4.
And this is where Wozni will get to step up to the 4th barbell. She doesn't have to do no loading here. It's already preset for the load that she's got to go through here for these repetitions, and we'll see 4 reps from her here.
165 pounds on the barbell for Ashley Wozni. Jordan Sheffs is in lane 6. She's currently in 12th place overall. She just has to beat Erica Folo in this event to gain points on her, but right now she is trailing Folo as Folo is towards the front of the pack. The time to beat again is 6:24.79 seconds from Dana Perrin.
And she hasn't missed a beat, Sean. She only has 1 rep left. That means she's already done a previous 3 at this barbell, and she'll be able to advance and add load.
Wozni will hit that, and now moving up to 175 pounds for her final 2 reps. Now she has 3 minutes. She has plenty of time, but she's got to get it done by the 11-minute mark. The time caps here have not really been a factor. Meanwhile, Erica Folo and Lexi Neely are starting to struggle a little bit. The two of them have missed a couple of reps here as they're looking to make to that final barbell. So now Lexi Neely has left Folo behind. Neely moving up to the 175-pound barbell. Folo missing again.
This is where that desperation sometimes kicks in, Sean. You're not quite ready, but you feel like you have to go due to peer pressure and due to where you're at on the leaderboard.
First of 2 reps for Wozni at 175 is good, and has more than a minute to get this second one in to set the top time. And Ashley Wozni will miss. Left side, Lexi Neely. Her first at 175 is good.
That looked very sharp. She's ready. She's going to rag this thing up.
Neely getting right back to work. Wozni has hers. Wozni stands it up and is in, and Neely is right behind her. Those are your top 2 times now, heading in to heat 4. 5:34.84 seconds for Wozni, 5:35.27 for Lexi Neely. That's Chloe Govan-David there in lane 8, loading up her barbell for her 2 reps at 175. The left side, lane 2, is Fisa Gapi. It's her first lift at 175.
Looked very sharp there, Sean. Very technically sound. Patience off the floor, speed under the bar.
Now in lane 7, Caroline Stanley is across. And that's a great result for Fisa Gapi. Now Folo is in, and she's going to surrender some points to the women who are chasing her for that 11th and final qualifying spot. But the woman immediately behind her, Jordan Sheffs in the long blue pants, still on the floor. Amanda Barnhart actually also still on the floor as well. Sheffs out through the 165-pound barbell.
1 rep to go for Barnhart.
That's Elizabeth Wishart. And now a no rep for Amanda Barnhart. She did not hit depth.
Trying to remain composed. That's a frustrating point of emphasis there for an athlete when you feel like you hit depth. You might have even felt your thighs touching your hip crease, but you just drove out of the bottom a touch too soon.
And Jordan Sheffs now has 1 rep remaining at 175. Barnhart will make that. And she is in.
And you could tell that was frustrating there for Amanda Barnhart, but she was able to remain composed enough to get that lift in and get back under the time frame that she wanted to.
This is the first of 2 reps for Elizabeth Wishart at 175. Less than 3 to go before we hit the time cap.
Chef's really going to have to accelerate through the middle here. Big jump for her. That was one of her better lifts.
The Chefs will make it count. Now she's across. Leaves 2 women out on the competition floor. Caitlin Sanders on the left side of your screen and Elizabeth Wishart on the right. And Wishart is through.
Wow.
And Caitlin Sanders closes things out. But it's Ashley Wozni who's looking to make another huge jump up the overall standings, who now has the time to beat 5 minutes, 34.84 seconds.
Hey, we talked about it a lot this weekend, Sean, the setup of 1 event on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday. It's anybody's race as we go on, and Ashley Wozni is looking to seize every point available to her. And these last 2 events, they really suited her capacity in the sport of fitness, where we naturally understand that fitness as a compromise means that you are sometimes going to have events where you can excel and accelerate and maybe have a top 5 or a top 3 finish, but you've really got to hit the home run when those balls are presented to you to knock out of the park, because they're going to be athletes created other movements. Wozni did a great job executing all the way through. Her consistent setup and execution allowed her to have a no-rep miss there. Look to the right, understand where Neely was in regards to competition and pacing. They both put their hands on the bar at the exact same time, but it was Wozni who was faster out of the bottom and got across the finish line.
Well, Ashley Wozni coming off a 5th place.